FSD Beta is rapidly improving, as the programmers, and AI, continue development. The issues you see highlighted here, are in no way indicative of the system's overall capabilities.
Okay, having to press the accelerator a little bit there so it would actually get over. That was a disengagement. It seems to want a double lane change when I get on the highway, and that's our first disengagement. I have to count that because it got way too close to the car right there.
It'll take me a while to report all this stuff and the like, so that's weird. All right. It tried to go to the left, even though it was meant to go straight. Don't know what it saw. I didn't disengage, and I was just taking control of it.
Because this is the way to Starbucks or the supercharger. Okay. All right, it's trying to figure out, so that's good. At least it's trying to figure out. Okay, it handled that well. That was a pretty tight turn. One interesting thing, I don't know if you all noticed, but back there it was it kind of turned into the people, so I think some of the pedestrians got pretty scared there. But you know, I obviously would have taken over if I felt like it was actually going to go in there, but it just kind of for one small second kind of turned in that direction. So
okay, this is a forward facing left. I've got facing traffic here, and it needed to stop right away for those. It was trying to do a roller. I mean, I know I'm not quite at the line yet, but it wasn't even slowing down, so it needed to brake there. I'm not sure if you can see the forward facing in the camera view or not. We have a little bit of a sprinkle here, but it was being a little too aggressive with that one.
Here we have an unprotected right into fast-moving traffic, and also have one speeding car, which is going much faster than the others in the right-hand lane. Autopilot does misjudge this, and makes a mistake by pulling out in front of this speeder, but then almost makes up for it with this huge boost of acceleration. As far as I'm concerned, this was a successful failure, and exactly what a human would have done in this same scenario. I think people still look at how many mistakes the beta makes and judge overall progress like that, but I actually think how it deals with the mistakes that it makes is the much bigger factor here. Mistakes will happen no matter what, but when it starts to be able to deal with them in a similar way a human would is when it's really going to bring the beta to the next level.
All right, kind of the last traffic intersection here. It's the unprotected left at a light without a green arrow. It has to choose its gap with traffic. There is an oncoming car. Blinkers on. It needs to wait. And it's a police car. Okay, those rollers usually work, but that police car had already started to tap his brakes. I'm not sure. I'm going to tap that one there also. It should have stopped for that oncoming car.
that is the version number that we're on, that we're testing today. So I got my little partner in crime. All right, so we're doing, this is FSD. Okay, so we're making a right. All right, this is really taking too long. Okay, so I don't know what was going on there. Like a simple left-hand turn, to be honest, became a little more complicated than it needed to be.
And speaking of robotic behavior, Autopilot kind of getting stuck behind this parked car here. Just like the last video, the planned path is correct, but the steering wheel just does not agree. And just like the last video, as soon as a car drives by, Autopilot remembers that it's supposed to be driving and proceeds. Not sure exactly why this happens, but I'll be honest, I do find it pretty interesting. Neural networks can be weird.
Okay, so we have now unprotected left. The car should be creeping forward a little bit. Let's see, it says Autopilot creeping forward, checking for visibility. Okay, it's moving along a little bit. We have one car. Okay, another car is coming. Yeah, it's perfect. I'm here. That was really good. That was really, really good. That was, I want to say it's just like how a human would drive.
Okay, here we are, take two. I was able to engage a little bit earlier here. You can see this is a forward-facing turn here. We got some oncoming traffic. There's a small gap after this truck. It needs to proceed with a good punch. Punch it, punch it. Okay, it did that okay. I wanted a little bit more of a punch so that that other car knew what I was doing, but it wasn't unsafe.
Here is the first unprotected left test across 4 lanes of traffic. We will be doing quite a few, and as you might have noticed, this is the exact same spot I did my unprotected left testing on Beta 8. So if you're looking for a comparison between versions, be sure to check out that video. Doing a really nice job creeping just far enough out that we have a good line of sight to incoming vehicles, but not far enough to block their path. Choosing a good moment to go and also loving the acceleration, we also have a right turn ahead, and check this out. Almost in the same maneuver as the left-hand turn, it makes the right-hand lane change.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Beta Joyce Drive. Now turn left onto Beta Joyce Drive.
Nice, that's smooth. There we go. That's the end of this test run on FSD Beta 9.2.